Hey, I'm Alan. Welcome to Bros Fitness. Welcome to tonight's workout. My goal is not just to create videos, but to inform and motivate you. So comment, subscribe, or follow along at brosfitness.com. Tonight I'm joined by James. We'll be going through a naked yoga sequence. Feel empowered to shed whatever feels comfortable. I invite you to wear underwear if that's comfortable as well. Remember, this is your practice. Tonight we'll move through asana and pranayama to cultivate a sense of belonging. I respectfully request everyone turn off your cameras and mute your microphones so that everyone can see and hear me clearly. Let's get started. If you don't have a towel right now or blocks, now would be a great time to grab those. I'm going to check the microphone really quickly and we'll make sure we get started. Meet me at the bottom or the top of the mat, wherever is most accessible for you. We're not going to be using this right now, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that. Meet me in mountain pose. Bring your arms down. Start to feel relaxation beginning in the shoulders, the neck. Close your eyes if that's accessible for you. Begin to bring awareness to your breath. If you'd like to begin Ujjayi breath, begin to bring constriction in the back of the throat, feeling as if your breath moves through you like ocean waves, sounding the same. Here we go. Tonight we'll let our breath guide us through the movements that we make. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, come down for a prayer pose. Set your intention for tonight's practice, whatever you'd like it to be. Whether you get into a particular pose a little bit better, or that you're able to move in tandem with your breath. Inhale, send your arms to the sky, open your eyes, look up if it's accessible, and exhale, prayer pose all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale down. Keep breathing. Inhale, halfway lift one more time. Feel extension beginning from the coccyx all the way to your crown. Exhale, grab opposing elbows, and we'll come into ragdoll pose. Bend your knees. Fold over your thighs. Bring your chest over your thighs. Extend through the crown. If it's comfortable for you, go ahead and sway back and forth, feeling whatever you need to right now. Keep attention on your breath. On your next exhale, extend down to the ground. Begin to walk your hands towards the top of your mat or your feet back and come down into downward facing dog. We won't remain here for very long. Drop your knees down and come down into tabletop pose. Take any subtle movements that you need to before we begin a cat and cow sequence. When you're ready, join me by inhaling and bringing an arch to your back. Extend through the top of your head and look forward about 3 feet or towards your nose, wherever you're at in your practice. Exhale, round the back, come into cat. Go ahead and move through this sequence on your own breath. Inhaling, extending to the top of your head and arching your back, and exhaling, coming in to cat by rounding the top of your back. Feel all 4 corners of the hands pressing into the mat, energizing the body, moving you through these poses. When you're ready, bring your feet together, your ankles crossed, and come back into a seated, comfortable position. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. I'm a big believer in closing my eyes, especially during the beginning of my practice. So if you're into that right now, you can go ahead and close your eyes or keep your focus forward or on your nose. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, come into a prayer pose. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of breath on your own time. Feel the lower belly, the middle belly, and the upper chest fill with air on your next inhale. As you exhale, push everything out through your nose. Keep your throat constricted, practicing your Ujjayi breath. Press your hands into the earth and walk your feet back for child pose. Extend your legs out as far as you'd like, bringing them to the sides of the mat if you wish. Sit your hips back and bring your hands to the front. If it's accessible for you, you can go ahead and bring your forehead to the mat, or you can use a block to bring your head down, to bring the floor closer to you. Extend through the body. Exhale, relax the hips. Keep the constriction going as you feel the air moving through you. If you have a block, go ahead and remove it and inhale. Exhale will come onto the left side. Bring your hands to the left side of your mat. Feel stretch through your right side body. Bring your right hip back. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, come back to the other side. And on your next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, we'll come into tabletop pose. Come into plank, and we'll do a Chaturanga sequence. Inhale into plank, and exhale, come down. Press up, inhale into a cobra. Tuck your toes, press into the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm gonna walk just a little bit forward. Begin to pedal out your feet. We'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath. Here we go, 1. Bring the hips higher to the sky. 2. If downward dog isn't in your practice yet, you can come down back into child's pose, feeling the same sort of movements. 3. 4. Round the biceps forward, bring the triceps back. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. When you're ready on your next inhale, walk your right foot to your hands. Drop your left heel down and come up for warrior 1. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of breath in our own time. On your next exhale, bring your palms down to the earth. Bring your left heel up and walk your left foot to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, extend down. Grab their toes with your peace fingers and your thumb if it's accessible for you. And guide your body down over your thighs. Bend your knees if you need to. Keep focusing on your breath. Press your palms into the earth and your right foot back. Drop your right heel down and inhale, come up for warrior 1. Bring your fingers together. Feel energy moving through your body. Attracting energy through your hands, feeling all 4 corners of the feet pressed into the earth. On your next exhale, come down. Send your left foot back. Come down for a Chaturanga. Knees, chest, and chin pose. And inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. If you're in downward facing dog with me, feel engagement through the glutes and the thighs. Exhale. Tuck the toes, press the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath. If this isn't in your practice for tonight, come down for child pose. 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, 'On your next inhale, walk. Bring your heels up, knees down, walk or jump, your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, come down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, come down for a cactus pose. I'll walk back just so you can see me. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, press your hands together, prayer pose all the way down the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, drop your palms to the mat. Walk or jump your feet to the back of the mat. Come down, Chaturanga. And inhale into Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Come over your toes, press your hips to the sky. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, send your right leg forward. Ground your left heel back and come up for Warrior 1. When you're ready, swing your arms back, your left arm back, and we'll come into Warrior 2. Feel balance through the hands. Your hips should be facing towards the top left of the mat. Back foot about 45 degrees if it's comfortable. If it's not, you can go ahead and bring it as close to parallel as you need. When you're ready, windmill your hands down to the earth. Bring your left heel up. Send your right foot back. Come down, Chaturanga. And inhale into Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Over your toes, press your hips to the sky. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. When you're ready, on your next inhale, send your left foot to your hands. Right foot down, come up. Warrior 1. On your next inhale, sweep your arms back. Send your right arm back, your left arm forward. Warrior 2. Same positioning, back foot about 45 degrees turned out. All 4 corners of both feet pressing into the earth. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, come down. Send your left foot back. Come down, Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Come over your toes. Exhale. Send your hips to the sky, Downward Facing Dog. Stay here for 5 rounds of breath. Bring your heels up, your knees down. And on your next inhale, feel extension. Bring your lower belly to your body. In towards your body. Your navel towards your back. Focus your gaze towards your navel as you straighten your legs. Exhale. Send your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, send it to your hands. Come up for a crescent lunge. Keeping your left heel up. If this isn't accessible for you, you can come into a Warrior 1. But remember to keep your hips facing forward on your mat. On your next exhale, send your hands down. Right leg back, come down, Chaturanga. And inhale into Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Come over your toes, send your hips to the sky. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Left foot to the sky. Exhale, bring it to your hands. Come up for a crescent lunge. On your next exhale, send your palms to the earth. Send your left leg back. Come down. Chaturanga or Upward Facing Dog. Feel engagement through your glutes, through your knee, through your thighs. Exhale, press your hips to the sky. Tuck your toes. Downward Facing Dog. Bring your heels up, knees down. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down to the earth. Bend your knees. Lay your body over your thighs. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, we'll cactus one more time. Inhale up. And exhale, send your right hand behind you, your left hand forward. Press your palms into the opposite sides of the room. Keep your hips forward, your knees facing on the same level as your second and your third toes. Press your palm into the walls. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, we'll come onto the other side. Bring your gaze to your fingers, to your back fingers or your front, to the side of the room. Bring your navel in towards your back. Engage the lower belly. Knees facing forward. Right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, come into a prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, swan dive down. When you're ready, press your palms into the earth. Walk or jump to the back of the mat. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, come over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg forward and bring it up to the right side of your hands. Drop your left knee down. Feel low lunge. Preparing the hip flexors. Tuck your back toes, bring your left knee up. Press into the earth, send your right leg back and up. And we'll contradict it by bringing it the other way. Bring your knee back. Drop your foot down to the earth. Come into downward facing dog. Press over your foot, over your heels, over your toes, and into your hands. Come into plank, down, and up into cobra or upward facing dog. I'm going to take cobra this time, actually. Calm down, press into the earth, tuck your toes, send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Send your left foot up, bring it to the outside of your hands, on the left side of your mat. Drop your right knee down, and feel a hip flexor stretch on this side. If this isn't in your practice tonight, you can always grab a mat, grab some blocks, and bring the floor to you. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Keep noticing your breath. Tuck your right toes, bring your knee up. Remove your blocks. Press your hands into the mat. Send your left leg back and up. Bend your knee. Hinge at the hip and send your left foot behind your body. Come back to center. Drop your left foot down. And we'll come in to tabletop pose. We'll all take a round of child pose. Sit back into your heels, bring your hips wide. Press your palms into the earth. Remember the intention that you set when we began our practice today. Return your focus to your breath. Press your toes into the mat. Move forward into tabletop pose on an inhale. We'll take another round of cat-cow sequence on your own breath. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, cat. Inhale, meet me back in tabletop pose. Tuck your toes, send your hips to the sky, press into the earth. Come into downward facing dog. Pedal at your feet. On your next inhale, bring your right foot up to your nose, or your right knee up to your nose. Send your right leg back. Inhale, bring it up to your right tricep. Exhale, back. Inhale to left tricep, and exhale, back. Inhale, bring your foot up to your hands. And exhale, drop your back heel down. Press up into warrior one. Bring in your lower belly. Feel engagement through your ribs. Bring them closer to your body and extend your chest up. Inhale, begin to hinge forward at the hips. We're about to come into warrior two. If this isn't in your practice tonight, go ahead and don't worry about it. Stay in warrior one. Extend the right leg up as you begin to bring your left leg up. Send your palms back if it's in your practice. When you're ready, drop your back foot down and hands up for crescent lunge. Exhale, come down, press your palms to the earth. Send your right foot back and we'll just come into downward facing dog. Rotate the biceps forward and the triceps back. When you're ready, come over your palms and come into plank. Come down and we'll come into cobra or upward facing dog. Come over your toes, press your palms on the mat, send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Send your left leg up. We'll go ahead and bring it to our knee to our nose. Left leg back up. Knee to our left tricep. And back up. And finally, knee your left knee to your right tricep if you can. And back up. When you're ready, bring your left foot up to your hands. Drop your right heel down. Inhale, come up into warrior one. Begin to hinge forward at the hips. And as you can, start to feel extension in your left leg. And bring your right leg up for warrior three. If this isn't in your practice tonight, go ahead and stay in warrior one. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Drop your right leg down. Come up for a crescent lunge. Engage the lower belly. Knit the ribs back by engaging. When you're ready, drop down to the earth. Send your left leg back. Come down for cobra or upward facing dog. Come over your toes. Press your hands into the earth. Send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Sink your heels up. Bring your knees down. Walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Keep a bend in your knees wherever you're at. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, come down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down. prayer pose, all the way down to the mat. This time, send your left leg back. Come up for warrior one. Press your palms together and come in to a prayer pose. Send your hands up. When you're ready, begin a little bit of rotation to the left as you drop your right elbow down to your right knee. Press back into your knee with your elbow into your knee. Extend your left arm over your body. Keep your fingers together. Windmill your left hand back to your left thigh. Send your arm above you and look up. Revolved warrior. Windmill your hands down. Send your right leg back. Come down for cobra. Or upward facing dog. Press into the earth. Keep breathing wherever you're at. Tuck your toes. Press into the earth. Send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. We'll take this on the other side. Send your left leg up. Drop your right knee, your right heel down. Send your arms up. Come down for a prayer pose. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of breath. Take any subtle movements you need to, but also don't lose your balance. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, bring your left elbow down to your left knee. Press your elbow into your left. Press your elbow into your knee and your knee into your elbow. As you extend your right arm over your body, keeping your fingers together. Feel energy moving from your right body, from your right side body, all the way through your hand. Rotate the chest open. When you're ready, come back up. Engage the core. Send your hands up. And exhale, come down. Send your right leg back. Come down. Chaturanga. Into cobra or upward facing dog. Press your toes into the earth. Press into the mat. Send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Heels high. Bring your knees down. Walk or jump to the top of the mat. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, come up. Send your arms to the sky. Find a mini back bend. Drop your shoulders down your back. Come down for prayer pose. Stay here for a few rounds of breath. Take notice of what you're currently thinking about and return your focus to your breath. Let go of anything that's not serving you right now. Inhale, send your arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Walk or jump your feet to the back of the mat. Come down for Chaturanga into Cobra or upward facing dog. Come over your toes, send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Wrap your biceps down, send your hips higher. Bring your shoulders away from your ears, press into the earth. When you're ready, inhale, send your right leg up. And exhale, bring it to your hands. Inhale, come up, warrior one. If it's not in your practice to take a triangle yet, bring a block towards the inside of your leg. When you're ready, come down, bring your right hand to your right knee or your inside of your ankle or the top of the block as you extend your right leg. Bring your hand up to the earth or up to the sky. Bring your shoulders down your back. Engage your core. Inhale, send energy to your right side, to your left side body. Exhale, windmill your arms down to the earth and find a bend in your knee. Bring your left heel up, press your palms down. Send your right leg back. Come down. Chaturanga. Into cobra. Or upward facing dog. Come over your toes. Press your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Left foot up. Send it to your hands. Drop your right leg, your right heel down. Come up for warrior one. Send your right hip forward, your left hip back. Keep your focus on your breath. When you're ready, drop your block either to your side, keeping it bent in your knee. Bring your hand down, begin to slide it towards your ankle or your block. Send your right arm up to the sky. And straighten your left leg. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Breathe into the right side body. Breathe energy into the insides of your thighs. Press all four corners of the feet into the earth. Spread your toes. Knit the ribs closer to your body as you inhale and bring the lower belly in. When you're ready, bring the bend back in to your left leg as you windmill your hands down to the earth. Send your left leg back. Come down for cobra, or upward facing dog. Press your toes into the earth, palms into the earth. Hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Bring your heels up, drop your knees, and walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold over your knees, over your thighs, bending your knees. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, come down for prayer pose. Notice where your attention has gone. Can you bring it back to your breath? On your next inhale, swing your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Press your palms into the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. We'll press our palms now and our fingertips into the earth and walk or jump our feet to the back of the mat. Come down, Chaturanga into cobra, or upward facing dog. Come over your toes, press your hands into the earth, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Send your right leg up and bring it to your hands. Inhale, come up, warrior one. This time, bring your palms down in front of you. Begin to hinge forward and we'll take a twist, tucking our left elbow into our right leg. My left heel wanted to come up, so if that's accessible for you, you can go ahead and bring your left leg up. Go ahead and tuck your back heel and come up for warrior one. Press your right leg out as if somebody can bring their hand and hold it. Bring your palms into the earth, send your right leg back and up and down for downward facing dog. Come over your hands, come down for plank, and inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Come over your toes, push your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. We'll take this same stretch on the left side. Send your left leg up and bring it to your hands. Come up for warrior one. Press your palms together. Begin to hinge forward and tuck your right elbow at your left knee. If your right heel comes up, go ahead and follow it. Inhale, come up for a crescent lunge. And exhale, come down. Press your hands into the earth, send your left leg back. And we'll drop our knees down. Come back into a comfortable seated position. Whatever leg you had in front of you earlier, go ahead and bring it. Bring the other one in front now. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, come down for prayer pose. Begin to walk your hands towards your knees. And we'll take seated cat and cow. Inhale, lift your chest up. Bring your gaze to the sky. Exhale, round the back. Tuck the chin. Inhale, come all the way up. Look up if it's in your practice. Send your chest, open your chest to the sky. Exhale, round down. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, bring your left over your right. Touch your palm to your right fingertips. Bring your elbows up for eagle arms. Inhale, send your arms back up. Exhale, right arm over your left fingertips to your right palm. Bring your elbows up, eagle arms. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand behind your body and your left hand to your right knee. Begin to look over your shoulders. If it's in your practice, go ahead and look back, close your eyes. If it's more accessible for you, you can go ahead and look towards the center of the room. When you're ready, send your hands back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your left hand behind your body and your right hand to your left knee. And look over your left shoulder. Inhale, extend through the crown, knit the ribs in, engage the lower belly. And exhale, find a deeper twist to the left. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, come down for prayer pose one last time. Come over your knees, and we'll come back into tabletop pose. Press your palms into the earth, tuck your toes, send your hips to the sky for downward facing dog. This time we're going to take a stretch variation. Go ahead and bend your right knee and straighten your left leg. Knit your ribs in, engage the core. Look towards your navel if it's in your practice. Send your biceps forward, bring the eyes of your elbows back. Straighten the right leg as you bend the left knee. We'll come back down to our knees. And we'll walk back to our sit bones and to our glutei. Send your legs forward. Press your palms into the earth and come into Dandasana, staff pose. Engage through the feet and the toes. Knit the ribs in, bring the lower belly in. Look up if it's in your practice. Try and bring just a mini back bend in your chest to the sky. When you're ready, just walk your right foot back into your body. And if it's accessible for you, go ahead and wrap your right hand around your right knee. If you'd like to, go ahead and bring your right hand behind your body and tuck your left elbow into your right knee as you look behind you. Inhale, extend through the crown. Knit your ribs in, bring your lower belly just a little bit closer in. Exhale, find a little bit of a deeper stretch to the right. Come out of the bind on the left side. Wash your right knee with your left hand. And bring it behind you. Bring your right hand over, and we'll take a stretch on the other side. Press both palms into the earth and look down to the ground or over your shoulder. Bringing your chin to shoulder if it's accessible for you. We'll come out of this bind. Send our legs forward, back into Dandasana, staff pose. Engage through the toes, spread all 10. When you're ready, go ahead and walk your left foot back towards your groin. Hug your left knee in. Feel balanced. If it feels good, you can bring the sit bones back, or you can expose the sit bones by bringing the fleshy part back. When you're ready, send your left hand behind your body and your right elbow to your left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Engage to the core, bringing the lower belly up. If it's accessible, bring your navel towards your back. Knit the ribs down. Look over your right shoulder. Your left shoulder, rather. When you're ready, go ahead and release the bind on the right side. Send your right hand to your left side, to your right side, rather. And go ahead and look and bring your left hand to the right side, feeling a counter twist in the right direction. Extend through the body, knit the ribs in, engage the core. Bring your gaze towards the middle of your mat or the back of the room. Release your left foot and come out of the bind. Coming back to center, press your palms into the earth, Dandasana. Engage your feet. When you're ready, inhale, send your arms up, and exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Press your palms wherever you're able to. Inhale, extend through the crown, engage the belly, knit the ribs forward, bring your shoulders down your back, and exhale, extend from the hips. When you're ready, come back up, press your palms into the earth, and walk your right leg. Bring your sole inside the right thigh. Press your right sole into your left thigh into your right sole, as if we're in tree pose, standing in the earth. Press your foot into the wall in front of you. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, bend at the hips, coming towards your feet. Extend to the crown. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, send your arms up. We'll go ahead and come out of this side. Bring the left side over. And come into a tree pose, sort of on this side. Pressing our left sole into our right inside thigh. When you're ready, hinge forward and bend at the hip. Finding your hands towards your feet, or your hands towards your shin, your ankle, the mat, whatever's accessible for you. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, we'll go ahead and come out of this, pressing our palms back into the earth, Dandasana. Walk your feet forward and go ahead and come down. Walk your hands back, pressing one vertebra and at a time. Press your feet into the earth. Bring one palm to your belly and one palm to your heart. Wherever your mind may have wandered, bring it back to your breath. On your next inhale, begin to fill the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. As you exhale, send it all out through your mouth. Inhale. Out through your mouth. Inhale, filling the belly, the mid-chest, the upper chest. Out through the mouth. Bring focus back to your mat. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest. And exhale as you hug them in closer to your body. Remember the intention that you set for yourself today. As you hug yourself in on your next exhale, feel appreciation for bringing yourself to your mat tonight. As we begin to cool down on your next exhale, begin to bring your knees in closer to your chest. If you'd like to, we're going to come into a twist. One variation will begin by bringing our feet down towards the earth. The other variation will begin by extending our right leg down and keeping our left leg bent in at our chest. If you're with me and our feet are down at the earth, go ahead and bring your left foot and your left leg over your right knee. When you're ready, go ahead and come down. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Twist your body to the right. And send your right arm to the right side, bringing your gaze with you. If you have your left knee in at your chest, you can bring it down to your right side with your right knee, bringing your left hand over your body. I'm going to join you in that pose. Look over to your left hand if you're with me in the one knee twist. Inhale, bring your hands on the ground up above your body. And exhale as you grab the knee that's beginning to bring your twist and send it back home and bring it back towards center. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest. If you took the cross-legged variation last time, drop your feet down to the ground, bringing your right leg over your left. If you're with me and you took the other variation, inhale one time wherever you're at. And exhale if you're taking the one knee variation, drop your left leg down. As you're ready, go ahead and take the twist to the opposite side as before. If you're with me on the right knee, you'll bring your right knee to the left side of your mat. If you have your legs crossed, you should take it to the right side if you were not. Here we go. Good luck. And if you're in this situation, you end up in a great partner stretch, like here. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Go ahead and look over your right side or your left side, whichever arm is extended. Inhale, bring your arm back up. Grab your knee and take yourself out of the bind. Send your right leg down. Bring your feet to the mat. Come back to center and inhale, bring your knees to your chest. If you'd like to, go ahead and take a more advanced variation of this. However, we're going to begin in waterfall by extending our legs above our body. Press your palms into the earth and extend your legs up. If it's more accessible for you, you can go ahead and grab a block and bring it underneath your body. Bring it underneath the sit bones. Press your palms back into the earth and send your legs up for waterfall pose. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and away from the chest, feeling openness in your chest. Engage the toes. Engage the legs. Press into the earth. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. If this isn't in your practice tonight, you can go ahead and come down. And just bring a block underneath your hips into a bridge pose, which we'll join you for shortly. Or you can keep your knees in towards your chest. I'm going to join you back in waterfall pose. We'll stay here. And when you're ready, go ahead and drop your knees into your chest and drop your feet down, bringing the block underneath you. We'll return there very shortly. Press all four corners of the feet and your hands into the earth and bring your hips up to the sky. Bring your block underneath you, if that's accessible for you tonight, and feel engagement all the way through both legs. I've taken the shorter side of my block tonight to help support my hips just a little bit more in this pose. Inhale, send your arms up. And bring your focus between your hands or to your nose, whichever is accessible for you. Keep the core engaged, keep the hips engaged, and the glutes in towards your body. On your next exhale, drop your hands down to the earth. Press your palms down. And close your eyes if that's accessible for you. When you're ready, press your hips up and bring the block out from underneath, dropping your hips down to the ground. We're going to windshield wiper our legs, so bring your knees down to your right side, and we'll bring our knees down, back up and down to our left. Back up, down to the right. Go ahead and move through a fluid movement that feels good to your body here. Be gentle, massage the lower back. When you're ready, begin to walk your feet back towards your groin. Feel support through your neck. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and bring a yoga blanket behind your body. Ensure that there is a natural curve in your upper neck area and the cervical spine. Press your palms to the earth or bring them up towards the sky. When you're ready, walk your feet together. And we'll come into Supta Baddha Konasana by bringing your soles, by pressing the soles of the feet together and dropping the knees as low as you'd like to go. We'll stay here for a few rounds of breath. If you'd like to, you can bring a block underneath your thighs, the upper part of your thighs, towards your knee. Go ahead and lose yourself in your breath. Relax your shoulders away from your chest. Find engagement in your fingers. Press through them. On your next inhale, open your eyes if you've closed them. As you exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Press your knees back together, bringing them back home. Press your heels and the soles of your feet into the earth, feeling all four corners of the feet pressing. When you're ready, inhale, bring your knees to your chest. And as you're ready, we're going to come into happy baby, grabbing the outsides of our feet and finding a bend in our legs. We're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath as well. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and rock back and forth. Take any subtle movements that you'd like to in this pose. If you'd like to, you can bring the peace fingers to your toes. Go ahead and walk your feet together and press them back down into the earth. If you don't have your towel, now is a great time to grab it. Walk your right foot back to your feet, to your glutes. Inhale, bring your right knee up to your chest. As you exhale, go ahead and bring your towel around the top of your foot and extend and press through it. Make sure you keep your left leg engaged. Going to go ahead. If you'd like to keep a bend in your knee, you can go ahead and do that. Grab your towel with one hand. We'll begin to drop it down to the right side. If it's accessible for you, you can keep a bend in your knee. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and bring your hand to your right, your left hand to your left hip. Press into your towel. And inhale, bring it back to center. We'll stay here for a few more rounds of breath. Feeling a stretch in our hamstrings. When you're ready, go ahead and bring your left hand up to your towel and your right hand down to your mat. And then go ahead and bring our right foot over to the right side, just a little bit, not coming all the way over our body. Try and keep the left glute up. Find a bend in your right knee, bringing your right knee to your chest. Go ahead and release it from its half bind. And drop your right leg down. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest. And exhale. Go ahead and drop your right leg down. We're going to take our towel around our left foot. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend your foot to the sky, dropping your right hand away from your towel. Press into the towel with the top of your foot, feeling a great hamstring stretch here. If this isn't in your practice today, you can take a bend in your knee. Find just a little bit of a stretch this way. When you're ready, begin to drop your left foot to your left side. You can extend your right arm out, or you can bring your right arm to your right hip. Bring and bend in your knee if it's more accessible for you. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. On your next inhale, come back to center. And we'll grab it with both hands as we extend out to the sky this time. We'll stay here for a few more rounds of breath, feeling that hamstring stretch. Release your left hand and bring your left foot over to the right side with your right hand. If you'd like to, you can bend your knee here. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. If it's more accessible, or if it's comfortable for you, you can begin to press your foot into your towel as you extend the hamstring. Bring your foot back to center. And release by bringing your knee to your chest and bind your towel and send your left leg back down to the earth. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest and rock back and forth. I invite you to take any movements that we may not have taken tonight. Just take any subtle movements or poses that your body is seeking before we come into our final pose, Savasana. Inhale, bring your knees back up to your chest. And exhale, extend your legs down to the earth. Press your feet into the mat. And when you're ready, go ahead and drop down, extending your legs forward. I invite you to remain in Shavasana with me. I will come out a little bit early. Set up. I encourage you to remain in Shavasana as long as possible until I bring us back out of it. Bring attention back to your breath. And start to feel movement in the belly and the core. On your next inhale, engage all of your muscles. As you exhale, begin to feel all of them slowly relax, beginning in the core, the chest, the thighs. On your next inhale, this one feels just a little bit shallower. As you exhale, you begin to relax the upper back, the calves, the arms, the forearms. On your next inhale, you begin to relax and notice anything else you're holding on to. And as you exhale, you begin to relax your shoulders, your wrists, your ankles, and your fingers. On your next inhale, you notice anything that's left. As you exhale, you release your toes and the remainder of your body. As you begin to lose yourself in your breath. begin to quicken your breath. If you'd like to remain in Savasana, now would be a great time to pause me. On your next inhale, begin to bring movement to your toes and your fingers, your wrist and your hand, and your ankles. Inhale, begin to find movement in your legs and your arms. As you exhale, feel relaxation through your body, tempting you back to meditation. On your next inhale, begin to feel engagement in your core, the upper thighs, the chest. When you're ready, inhale, bring your hands above your body, and exhale out through your mouth, bringing everything down to the earth. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, bring your arms above your body. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale out through the mouth and release everything down. One last time. Inhale up. And everything out through the mouth. When you're ready, find yourself pressing up onto your right or your left side. Whichever is comfortable for you, find yourself in a fetal position. Press your hands into the earth and come up into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, engage the lower belly. Bring your shoulders down your back. Exhale, feel relaxation generating through the backside body. When you're ready, inhale, send your hands up to the sky, and exhale, bring your arms forward into prayer pose in front of third eye center. The light in the teacher in me acknowledges and appreciates the light in the teacher in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Alan. This is James. We will see you tomorrow.